into another edition of Outside the Shop with me, your host, Daryl D. Lane, as always, where I get to talk about everything that I normally don't get the chance to talk about on my regular sports podcast, Barbershop Sports Talk, which you guys can all find on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Gonna have a great show for all you guys today. Check out that podcast at Kenny Simon, scouting expert for 247 Sports, and we recapped everything that went down for week 4 of NFL action. Also, check on the description below for more content on YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, sorry that nobody's able to listen to this via Facebook Live. Facebook's down, Instagram's down, but we still got Twitter and we still got YouTube. So, as they say, as Queen said, they must go on. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Brady returned to Foxborough for Sunday night, ends up winning the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' best. Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Tough game. Bill Belichick through the kitchen sink. They had 6 defensive backs on the field multiple times during that game. They made it very difficult for Brady. Matthew Judon was a consistent issue in terms of creating pressure on the edge. The Patriots D-line got after it a little bit. I thought Mac Jones played well. And Brady and Belichick had a little bit of a 20, 23, 25-minute heart-to-heart after the game in the locker room, which I thought was interesting. And maybe it shows that the relationship isn't as bad as many people. So now I want to go to Andy Reid. Congratulations to Andy Reid. He got his 100th win against the Philadelphia Eagles. First coach in NFL history to have 100 wins with 2 separate NFL teams. He had it with the Philadelphia Eagles and now the City Chiefs. This just goes to show Andy Reid's greatness. When we talk about Bill Belichick, people say he's the greatest coach. You know, if we're talking about like LeBron, right? Use a basketball analogy. LeBron's been the best player in the NBA for about a decade or so. Kevin Durant's always been number 2, and we recognize how great Kevin Durant is. That's kind of like Andy Reid to a Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's LeBron. Andy Reid is Kevin Durant. Like Andy Reid, the only reason people don't say Andy Reid's the GOAT is because he was in the same era as Bill Belichick. We're talking about a guy who went to 4 or 5 straight NFC Championship games with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's won multiple different quarterbacks, Don McNabb, Michael Vick, Alex Smith, and now Patrick Mahomes, all varying levels of different success, consistently a playoff team, very good offenses that were able to fit each of those quarterbacks very well. He went to like 5 straight NFC Championship games, like I said, with the Eagles. Look what he's doing with Kansas City. Since the Patrick Mahomes era started, they've been to 3 straight AFC Championship games. So just a special coach. Also got the Super Bowl ring and very underrated. So teams that were impressive for week 4 of the NFL season, I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills beating the Houston Texans 42-0. Listen, folks, if you beat an NFL team 40-0, you are doing something right. 40-0 games happen when Alabama plays the Citadel, right? 40-0 games don't happen when you're talking about 2 NFL teams. So props to the Buffalo Bills, very impressive. Arizona Cardinals blowing out the LA Rams. Big statement win for the Cardinals in the division. They are now one of the only undefeated teams. I believe the only other undefeated teams are the Chargers and the Raiders. And a Rams team that beat the Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champion Buccaneers. So we got to give the Cardinals credit where credit is. Kyler Murray is looking like a high-level MVP candidate right now. He would be my pick to win MVP. The Cleveland Browns beating the Minnesota Vikings 14-7. This was very impressive, partly because Baker played very bad. He was off target. But you want to know what? They won the game. Their quarterback played well. They were able to run the football. They played very good defense against the very game Minnesota Vikings team that has a very good defense. They also have Kirk Cousins, who's a top 15-ish quarterback in the NFL, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, and they shut them down only 7 points. Big-time win. Didn't play your best football, but you still found a way to win against a quality team. That is very impressive. The Dallas Cowboys blowing out. Not blowing out. The game was closer than it really should have been. It wasn't a true blowout, but undefeated Panthers team they beat very handily. The backfield of Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott is very lethal. They have a very good offensive line, good receivers all over. Dak Prescott, top 10 quarterback in the league, a very good front seven, some good secondary players, and they have a coach that's won a Super Bowl. And it looks like the Dallas Cowboys, they're coming along at the right time, and they're going to be an issue, but very impressive. The Panthers are a good team, man. The Panthers have an elite defense. They have multiple first-rounders on that defense, and Sam Darnold's been playing pretty well. So for them to turn over Sam Darnold 2 times, that just shows how lethal they are. Unimpressive team, Tennessee Titans losing to the New York Jets. I was talking to my friend Silas, and he was telling me about how the Tennessee Titans are better than the Panthers. And I kept saying to him, I said, who did the Tennessee Titans lose to? And he said, the Jets. And I said, say it again, Silas. And he said, the Jets. And I said, say it again, the Jets. They lost to the hapless Jets. You know, when Zach Wilson has his first really good game against your defense, you know your defense is bad. That's when you call the get back on track game. When you know this person's a scrub, so I can get my confidence back. That's not very good. I know their two starting wide receivers were out, but you shouldn't lose that game to the Jets. If the Tennessee Titans want to be a team that can compete for an AFC round, then these are the games that they have to win. Also, other disappointing teams, the Saints losing to the Giants, and also just disappointing in the play calling. Sean Payton has to let the reins off of Jameis Winston, right? You can't just keep babying Jameis and having him put the training wheels on, only throwing it 20 times. Okay, so it seems that we're back. So the Wi-Fi went out. Uh, so here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna get back to this. And we're going to get to the last team. I do want to talk about the Steelers. Very disappointing. Ben Roethlisberger doesn't look good at all. The Steelers' offensive line is complete trash. So let's go to this rookie quarterbacks. And I think this is very interesting. I just want to talk about the rookie quarterbacks very quickly. Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones has shown he's not going to be a bust. At the very least, he's a very solid NFL quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, he looked better against the Bengals. He can just make some throws, some wild throws. Just like this dude is special. Zach Wilson looked pretty good against the Titans. Like I said, that could be your, get good game against the poorest Titans defense. But Zach Wilson got the job done. Justin Fields, I was really impressed with his bounce back performance after playing very suspect. After playing very suspect against the Cleveland Browns, made some big time throws down the field. And the thing about Justin is he can miss some easy throws like the 5-yard slant, the screen pass to the running back, but those 40, 50-yard balls down the field, my God, man, it is special. It is special, and he does it down the field with extreme accuracy and precision, and the ball just pops out of his hands. Quickly, too, Trey Lance, didn't think he looked very good. One read the whole time he came in for Jimmy Garoppolo, missing throws, didn't have great touch. The one touchdown that he did throw, the receiver was wide open. The receiver had to break stride to get it. Chargers versus Raiders. I'm going to go that. I'm going to predict the Chargers to win. Brandon Staley, Coach John Carroll, got to give him a shout out. Blue Streak Nation, right? Going to go with the Chargers. I like Herbert. I like Staley better. We're going to see Gruden and company go down tonight. And lastly, I'm going to give my first four and last four out for college football. Number 1, I'm going to go with Georgia. Number 2, Alabama. Number 3, Penn State. Number 4, Cincinnati. Number 5, Iowa. Number 6, Ohio State. Number 7, Oklahoma. And number 8, Michigan. And also, again, sorry for the stream being messed up. I'm going to have to relook at this and see how it kind of messed up. But I will definitely be checking that out. I'm also going to see a Steelers game today, so that should be fun too. Have a great day, everybody, and God bless.